Okay, we are filming. Hey, what's up guys? It's Jordan and I am back with another video. Okay, so this video is going to be a little bit different than what we usually do. I feel like I say that every video. It's got me a little different. But I wanted to start incorporating more like book videos into my channel. So normally my book video, like centered videos, so like TBRs, reading rushes, readathons, book ratings, what I read, those are going to be on Saturdays. But like a week and a half ago I was going to film all these things, and then, well, first of all, July wasn't over, so I couldn't yet, but I got chemical burns underneath my armpits from trying Old Spice deodorant, so I just didn't even film at all. So you'll be getting 3 videos this week. Today you get this video. Tuesday you should have gotten another video. And yes, I'm still in my moo from Tuesday. I'm having a very lazy day. Well, Tuesday's video, it's not Tuesday today. I'm having a very like lazy day, so I'm hanging out right now in my moo, you know, from Walmart, just getting it together. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you in this video about what I read in July. So I have all my books here. I read all of these, and I read 2 audiobooks. So I read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books, which by no means is a lot, but I am an essential worker. I am working every day, so it's a decent amount. And one of these books was a little long, so we'll start with that one. So the first book, well, actually we'll go in order of what I read. So the first book I read in July was Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. Now, if you're like in the booktube community, you already know about this book. Everyone's raved about it. I gave it 5 out of 5. This might be my new favorite book, to be honest with you. My favorite book is Don't Breathe a Word by Jennifer McMahon. But I might have to reread Don't Breathe a Word by Jennifer McMahon and really try to figure out if it's been upstaged, because this book is crazy. It's very gruesome. It's definitely like super fucked up. So it's not for the faint of heart, but I highly recommend it. 5 out of 5. It was the only 5-star book that I had this month. So I went and bought 2 more of Karen Slaughter's books. I bought The Kept Wife and The Good Daughter. So I'm very excited to keep reading her books. And yeah, I mean, this is just, if you like really fucked up books, telling you, this is for you. So next book I read right after I read Pretty Girls, I was like, okay, maybe like we need something a little lighter. So this is not lighter, but it is, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. But this is The Revenge by Hannah Jane. I honestly just picked it up at Half Price Books. I'd never heard of it before, that author or the book title before, but it was at Half Price Books, and it was next to Karen Slaughter, so I was like, or well, it wasn't next to it because it's a J, but it was in, you know, that realm. So the title intrigued me and I picked it up. It says, so Tony wanted revenge, what he got was so much worse. So basically it's about this teenage boy there in high school, and his girlfriend like breaks up with him in front of the entire school and like reads his love letters and is just kind of a bitch. So in order to get back at her, he takes all of her personal information, like her address, her phone number, all that, and he puts it online. Like on dating sites and all this stuff. So she starts getting all this weird stuff, and then all of a sudden she disappears. So they're like, okay, did she disappear or is she just pulling a prank? It's this whole thing. So it was written, it reads kind of like a YA novel, to be honest with you. I liked it. It was super fast paced. It wasn't like riveting as fuck or anything. It wasn't like it's not gonna like change your fucking life, but I gave it a 3 out of 5. Just because it was a nice book to read after Pretty Girls, and I would definitely, I don't know if I'd be like, hey, you need to read this book, but I'd be like, yeah, I mean, it's good if you want to like a really quick read, and something that's like, it reminded me of like things that I would read in high school. So it was 272 pages long, but I feel like I read this in a day. I did read this in a day. So see what that says about me. But yeah, so that was The Revenge. Next book I read was Violet by Scott Thomas. I gave this book, I think, a 3 out of 5 as well. I'll have to check my Goodreads. By the way, I do have a Goodreads now. I'm so excited. I'll put my Goodreads link down in the bio if you have a Goodreads and you want to add me. Cool. So yeah, this is Violet is about a woman and her daughter. What the fuck are their names? Chris and Sadie. Right? That's her daughter's name, right? I believe that's her daughter's name. So they go, yeah, Chris and Sadie. So they go to Chris's, like, could you hear my neck? Anyway, they go to Chris's childhood kind of like lake house, because her husband slash Sadie's dad just got killed in a car accident. You find out all this stuff about him too, like he was kind of a dirtbag, but Chris's mother died from cancer when she was young, and so she went back to the place that her mom died, which is like kind of weird, but it was her lake house, and she just feels called to this lake house, so she goes and she takes Sadie with her. And then all of a sudden, like, these really weird things start happening. The town's like kind of weird. The townspeople are like kind of fucking weird. So, and I guess like horror ensues. So first of all, on the front, it says, a masterclass in immersion. Don't let anybody tell you this book is a slow burn. Violet travels at the speed of horror. First of all, that was by Josh Mallerman. That's a damn lie. This book is such a slow burn. It wasn't bad. Like, I would definitely, if you're like a big Stephen King stan, you might like this book. Just because it's good. It's not as like fucking scary as I wanted it to be. Because like, look at the cover. Like, the cover's fucking creepy, right? So, I mean, it was good. It wasn't like, oh my god, this changed my life. But it's a good one. If you're a Stephen King fan, like I said, you'll probably like it. It just took like 150 pages for something interesting to happen, and I was just like, okay. Next, after that, I read, actually, well, the audiobooks that I read were like interchangeable in here, but I'll talk about those at the end because they're both audiobooks. So the next book I read was called Occupy Space by Grady Hendrix. I gave this book a 2 out of 5, and it really only got a 2 out of 5. I mean, it's not like it's not interesting. I just am not interested in the subject matter. It's basically, so I love Grady Hendrix. I read the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. Absolutely fucking loved it. So I picked up 2 more of his books. I picked up this one. See, I thought that I had bought his book called Satan Loves You, but I guess I didn't. I guess I got this one. And I picked up My Best Friend's Exorcism. So that I'll be reading next. But this book is basically about, like, there's this Australian, there's this astronaut, and he gets sent up in space, but he gets like stuck in space. I don't really remember exactly why they couldn't go get him, but NASA like can't go get him, blah 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 blah. So his uncle or his cousin, his relative, was an astronaut as well, but kind of like a failed astronaut, like never actually made it to space. And now he's just like this rundown alcoholic in this small town, and he's like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna build a space station, we're gonna build a rocket, and we're gonna go get him. So it's like all these fucking rednecks and hippies making this space station. They literally call themselves Redneck NASA. So they build like a rocket ship and they go to the moon to get him. It's only 117 pages, so it's like a super quick read. They got really into like the makings of the ship and stuff like that, and I'm just not interested in that. The premise, really good. I definitely like chuckled a couple times, like a little hee-hee, you know, but yeah, I was sad. I definitely gave this a 2 out of 5. I think other people might like it a lot more than me, but for me, that's just what it was. And the last physical book I read was an oldie but a goodie. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Okay, so I decided to reread Harry Potter. I don't really know why. I just kind of had like the urge to reread Harry Potter, and to be honest with you, I've read all of the Harry Potter books up to the 5th one. So like, I don't even think I finished Goblet of Fire, so that's cool. So I wanted to reread them. So I reread The Sorcerer's Stone this month. I used to have all of them, all the hardbacks, but I thought they were at my mom's house and I was there this weekend, and she got rid of them. So now I have to rebuy them all. Luckily, I was at Half Price Books last week and I found a paperback of Chamber of Secrets and it was $4.99. So just went ahead and scooped that one up. But yeah, so I reread The Sorcerer's Stone. Had the time of my life. To be honest, The Sorcerer's Stone is not my favorite one. I'm wanting to give it a 3 out of 5 right now, and I don't really know why. I think on Goodreads I gave it a 4. For the pure, like, nostalgia that it gave me. Like, I was, like, so excited reading the book, you know, because it just took me back to, like, when I was a kid, and I, like, loved Harry Potter so much. Like, I loved Harry Potter so much. So yeah, I needed a little bit of magic in my life, you know? So I reread Harry Potter. It's just so funny because when you do read it as an adult, like, you see, like, how big the font is, and it really is written for, like, children, you know what I mean? Obviously, as the books get older, or the books progress, the subject matter gets darker. So yeah, we're prepared for that. So, but yeah, loved it. Absolutely love Harry Potter. Loved being taken back down that rabbit hole of magic. So yeah, very, very happy that I reread this, and very, very excited to keep fucking reading them. I really want to read them all, and then when I'm done reading them all, I want to, like, have a Harry Potter party where I, like, make Harry Potter hors d'oeuvres and, like, butterbeer and stuff. But I want to wait until it gets hotter. Bitch, what? I want to wait until it gets colder, because right now it's like 100 degrees outside, and I really want to make hot butterbeer, and I feel like watching all Harry Potter movies is like a Christmas thing, and I don't know why I think that, but whatever, I digress. So now let's talk about the two, only taken 1.7 thousand steps today. That's really bad. Let's talk about the 2 audiobooks that I read. So the first one that I read was Naturally Tan by Tan France. They're actually both of the audiobooks that I read this month were Queer Eye authors, so cool. They're both books by the Queer Eye guys. So yeah, Naturally Tan by Tan France. I loved it. The audiobook was great. I highly recommend, if you're going to read this book, getting the audiobook, because he does have, like, some special guests that pop up while he's recording that would definitely not necessarily be in the book. And he just has, like, the most beautiful voice ever. I love the way he definitely made me feel like trash a couple times, because he, like, takes a huge shit on Olive Garden, and I was just like, okay, you know. But he talks about his childhood and, like, growing up, and how growing up in England affected him, and how racism affects him, or affected him growing up. And so it's really interesting. I loved it. Great book. I loved the love story between him and his husband. And yeah, I gave that a 4 out of 5, I think. Yeah. And then I read Over the Top by Jonathan Van Ness. Obviously another audiobook. I would recommend that audiobook as well, because he reads it so fast and he's so, like, animated, and I mean, everybody knows how Jonathan Van Ness is. I believe I gave that one a 3.5 or a 3 out of 5. The only reason I did that is because he does get a little political, and I love that for him. But that's not why I picked up the book. So for me, I was just kind of like, you know, I rolled my eyes a couple times. So but I did love the book. He talks about his upbringing, and his story is wild and crazy. Like, I didn't know half the stuff that he's been through, so it was a really cool listen. And it wasn't very long, I don't think. I think both are about 7 hours or so. So since I'm in the liquor stores right now, I just put them, you know, my earphones in and listened while I was in retail, and it was a great freaking time. So yeah, guys, that is everything I read this month. Like I said, I'm going to start doing more book videos, but if I do have a book video that comes out, it's going to be out on a Saturday. I just wanted to go ahead and put this one out this week because I have 2 that need to come out. I needed what I read in July, and I need my TBR for August. So that will be coming on Saturday. So if you like book videos, there you go. We're incorporating them in, so it's cool. I was going to make, like, a whole other book channel, and then I was like, this channel is pretty much lifestyle anyway, so it's just my life, it's just what I like, and I like to read books. So yeah guys, as always, if you like this video, if you like me, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe so you can join the family. We talk about fitness, we talk about mental health, we talk about like eating habits, we talk about makeup, we talk about books, we talk about life lessons, we talk about embarrassing things, like we do travel vlogs, we do fucking everything here, okay? There's something for everybody because I cannot stick to a brand, okay? The brand is Jordan. This is my brand. Just me. Jordan and a muumuu. That's my brand. An extra, extra large muumuu from Walmart that has coffee cups all over it. Honestly, I'm thriving right now. So, yeah, go ahead and like and subscribe. What else do I say at the end of my fucking videos? I have an Instagram. Yes, I do. You can go follow my Instagram at jordangabrielles, where I'm an Insta-thought, and you can learn how to be an Insta-thought too. I have 2 podcasts. Am I Crazy, which I've really been slacking on, have not uploaded in a while, which is more of like a lifestyle podcast, and I have Drop Dead Gorgeous, gorgeous spelled Goregeous, which is a paranormal and true crime podcast. Whew. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching again. I love you guys, and until next time, I'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye.